We shall continue with the chapter the p block elements. We were discussing about group 13 elements. The group 13 elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium and nihonium. We shall now discuss about chemical properties. In that, consider oxidation state. Due to small size, the sum of the first three ionization enthalpies is very high for boron. So boron cannot form +3 ions, or we can say that boron forms covalent compounds. Aluminium is a highly electropositive element. Stability of +1 oxidation state increases down the group. For thallium, +1 oxidation state is predominant. It is due to poor shielding effect of d and f orbitals. The ns electrons are tightly held and it is known as inert pair effect. So group 13 elements can exhibit +3 as well as +1 oxidation state, but as we move down the group, the stability of the +1 oxidation state increases and it is due to inert pair effect. Now consider BF3, boron trifluoride. It is an electron deficient compound. After bond formation, boron in BF3 will acquire only 6 electrons around it. It will not get octet configuration. Thus, it is an electron deficient compound and hence BF3 can act as electron pair acceptor. Therefore, BF3 behaves as Lewis acid. That means it can accept an electron pair. Now consider BCl3. It accepts a lone pair of electrons from ammonia and forms BCl3NH3. Aluminium chloride forms dimer. Aluminium chloride forms AlH2O 6 times 3+. In aqueous solution, aluminium chloride can give AlH2O 6 times 3+. In this complex ion, aluminium is under sp3d2 hybridization. Reactivity towards air. Aluminium reacts with oxygen and forms an oxide layer on its surface. Boron reacts with oxygen and forms B2O3, whereas aluminium reacts with oxygen and forms aluminium oxide Al2O3. With nitrogen, they form nitrides. For example, aluminium reacts with nitrogen and forms aluminium nitride AlN. Oxide of boron B2O3 is acidic, because we know that boron is a nonmetal and nonmetal oxides are acidic in nature. So B2O3 is acidic in nature, whereas oxides of aluminium and gallium, that is Al2O3 and Ga2O3, are amphoteric in nature. So these oxides can react with an acid as well as with a base. Oxide of indium and thallium, that is In2O3 and Tl2O3, are basic in nature. This is because indium and thallium are metals and we know that metal oxides are basic in nature. Reactivity towards acids and alkalis. Boron does not react with acid and alkali. Aluminium is amphoteric in nature. So the metal aluminium can react with an acid like hydrochloric acid. It can also react with a base or alkali like sodium hydroxide. Aluminium reacts with hydrochloric acid to give aluminium chloride and hydrogen. Similarly, aluminium can also react with sodium hydroxide solution to give sodium aluminate and hydrogen. In both the cases, the gas evolved is hydrogen. Reactivity towards halogens. Group 13 elements can react with halogens. For example, aluminium reacts with chlorine to give aluminium chloride. Next, we shall discuss about group 14 elements, carbon family. The various elements are carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead and flerovium. Flerovium is radioactive element and its symbol is Fl. Carbon occurs as coal, graphite, diamond. In the combined state, carbon is present as carbonates, hydrocarbons, carbon dioxide. The various isotopes of carbon are C12, C13 and C14. C14 is used for radiocarbon dating. Silicon is the most abundant element in Earth's crust. It is a component of ceramics, glass and cement. Tin is present as cassiterite and lead is present as galena. Cassiterite is SnO2 whereas galena is PbS. Lead sulfide is known as galena. Germanium and silicon are used to make transistors and semiconductor devices. First, we shall discuss about the electronic configuration of group 14 elements. Consider carbon atomic number 6. The electronic configuration can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Now consider silicon atomic number 14. The electronic configuration can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p2. So the general outer electronic configuration will be ns2, np2. Now consider covalent radius. There is an increase in radius as we move from carbon to silicon. We know that as we move down the group, atomic radius increases. So as we move from carbon to silicon, there is an increase in atomic radius. But there is only a small increase in the radius as we move from silicon to lead. What is it due to? It is due to the presence of completely filled d and f orbitals. Next, we shall discuss about ionization enthalpy. The first ionization enthalpy of group 14 elements is higher than the corresponding members of group 13. We know that as we move across a period, ionization enthalpy increases. So, the first ionization enthalpy of group 14 elements will be higher than the corresponding members of group 13. Ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. There is a small increase in ionization enthalpy as we move from silicon to germanium to tin. And there is a slight increase from tin to lead. It is due to the poor shielding effect of d and f orbitals.